back, everyone. It's episode 2, November 1st. Rut's kicking off. Hopefully everybody had a good Halloween. I'm sure a lot of big bucks hit the ground as usual. We were out trick-or-treating, so no big bucks hit the ground for us. But tonight's November 1st. We hope to get out and get our turn and get one on the ground. A couple of our shooters have been coming in pretty regularly now, daily. So we've got 3 in particular that we know are for sure shooters. We've got more than enough evidence of that, so we're gonna go in there tonight and hopefully one of them show up. So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have a big buck on the ground by the end of this episode. So we get out to the blind and get settled in, out there for maybe 45 minutes. And we have a little doe fawn come in, and we're watching her, and all of a sudden I look to the left, and we got a nice buck coming in the plot. And just from first glance of the binos, I don't recognize this buck. We don't have any pictures of him that I can tell. So I get the camera out and get it zoomed in, as you can tell. And yeah, I don't recognize this buck. And honestly, he's hard to tell whether he's a shooter. There's times this buck looks like a real good 2.5-year-old, and other times he turns and he looks like a decent 3.5-year-old. So we're gonna have to continue watching him and figure out exactly what he is. So he came out on the one side of the food plot, and he pretty much stayed over there most of the time. We watched him for a good 45 minutes, hour and a half. Seemed like eternity, and couldn't really get a good look at what he was. All of a sudden, he turned, started coming across the field. So we had to hurry up, get ready to shoot, and get the camera situated to where we could get a real good look at him and see what he was. So as that buck was making his way over to us, there was one point where I could tell from the look in his face, the size of his body. He was a 2.5-year-old. So we quickly made the decision not to shoot. We decided just to watch him. As you can tell in the video, we just watched him go out of the field. He was looking for the first hot doe of the year. So after that, not a whole lot happened. That was pretty much the end of our night. We watched that little that doe fawn for a little while, and after that, it just got dark, and that was the end of the night. Pretty uneventful. The rut is coming up. We're pretty hopeful we can put our tag on a nice buck. So stay tuned for the next episode.